You're on the platform, you can hear loud and clear. Please type a yes in the comment section.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, ma.
Good
Good
morning,
morning.
Mr. Rotimi. Good
Good
morning,
morning.
sir.
Good morning, Madam
How was it?
Manaji. Very fine,
Thank you
thank
very
you.
much.
Good morning.
You're
Morning.
welcome, sir.
Yeah.
Welcome, sir.
Thank you, ma. All right. Good morning to everyone. I can see a lot of comments. All right, let's start. Sorry, apologies for starting a bit late. We had to sort out a few things. All right. So last week Friday we had the NFP, and it was a massive one. We had a very very good turnout. As we had the market went, just as we analyzed it, and that led to quite some profit. A combination of about 70 pips. Good morning, Mr. John. And that was a good one. Even though the dollar, I mean, the pound still kept crashing, but at least, our own take profit level was met. You don't have to be greedy. But the joy is that everything just went as analyzed. So the data came out quite good for the United States dollar, showing a lot of strength on the dollar. Now, so that means that technically, I mean, fundamentally, we have some strength on the dollar from the outcome of that event on Friday. Now, for this week, today, we don't really have any fundamental trade coming up. Today, we have the Japan bank holiday. So that's the only thing, and it's a holiday. So it means that you need to be very careful with the Japanese yen. Other fundamentals, none for today. Now, the implication of that is that the market might range, but because of the effect of NFP, well, we may still have some volatility, but I would say it's a mixed one. I have mixed feelings. It could be ranging, or we may have some movement as a fallout of the NFP, but either way, just trade with a lot of caution today. So tomorrow, there's going to be the core PPI and PPI from the United States. And Wednesday is going to be a big one because there'll be CPI from the United Kingdom by 8 a.m. in the morning. And in the afternoon by 2:30 p.m., there'll be core CPI, and core CPI monthly, and CPI yearly. Now we're going to be trading CPI for USD on Wednesday. So if you missed the opportunity to trade NFP with us last Friday, then there's another one. If you remember, I said it that we trade NFP and CPI live. So for those who miss NFP, because some chatted me, oh, I missed it, this and that. Don't worry. I told you there'll be CPI. So CPI is coming Wednesday, just 2 days from now. So you can plan ahead to attend it. And the best way to plan is to fund. If you don't have an account, open an account. And after opening the account, then go ahead to fund your account so that you can be able to trade on that day. Like I said, if you want to do all this live trading with demo, you're just shortchanging yourself. People are making money. It's time to make money. The economy of the nation is not smiling. So any opportunity to grab to make some money for yourself, it's a good one. For those who made 20, 50, $100 and above last Friday, it's their money. PayPal will not charge you for anything to withdraw. Your money is your money. So don't miss out on the opportunity to trade CPI live with us on Wednesday by 2:30 p.m. Though we'll start the analysis earlier, maybe around 2:15. But get ready. We'll drop the signals around 2:25 thereabouts, just 5 minutes before the news takes off. So that's actually the major fundamental event for this week. Later that same Wednesday, there'll be crude oil inventories from the US by 4:30 p.m. Then on Thursday, there'll be employment change, unemployment rate from Australia. This is Australia's version of NFP employment. It will come by 1:30 a.m. So if you want to stay up late in the night to trade that, well, all well and good. I mean, there's no sacrifice that is too much when it comes to making money. And by 8 a.m. on Thursday, that will be the GDP, that's gross domestic product from the United Kingdom. And 2:30 p.m. on Thursday, that'll be core retail sales, unemployment claims, and Philly Fed Manufacturing Index. So Thursday is loaded again, with a lot of events. Finally, Friday, that'll be retail sales from the United Kingdom by 8 a.m. That's the major event for Friday. So take note of this. But like I said, the biggest event this week is CPI, which is coming up on Wednesday by 2:30 p.m. Let us take note of all this. All right, so I'm going to flip over now to the technicals so that we'll look at the technicals for what we have this week. Now, on the technicals, we'll start with the dollar index. Please, if you can see my MetaTrader, please type a yes. I want to be sure you are seeing my MetaTrader on your screen. You can see my dollar index on MetaTrader. Kindly type a yes. All right, thank you. Now, for the dollar index, even though the NFP came out, you know, quite good for the dollar, and we have some bullish movement on the dollar. This is what I'm seeing on the dollar index. This is dollar index on the 4 hour time frame. I'm seeing a rising wedge pattern being formed, and not only that, at the upper part of it, that's the higher I region, I'm also seeing a resistance. There's a resistance in that region there. And that resistance could lead to potential reversal, despite the fact that the data came out good for the dollar, which was meant to be like a continuous bullish movement, except if more volatility returns to break it. But technically, I'm seeing a rising wedge, and this is a confluence point, the higher I region uh, of the rising wedge pattern, which might lead to some reversal, even though it may not be complete reversal, even though it may be a retracement. You can see we have higher low, higher low, higher low. Then the next one is a higher high, and we are expecting some higher lows. Now, if you're very conversant with the news, there's been this wildfire in the US the better part of last week in California, Los Angeles, California, precisely. And this can not even this can this is going to definitely affect the dollar, because you have a lot of houses burnt, houses of celebrities like Kim Kardashian, um, Ben Affleck lost $100 million mansion. I still saw the video last night. Mel Gibson, many others, losing properties, and that is a whole lot, for a state in the US, which could lead to a lot of decline in the economy for this period. So that, fundamentally might affect the dollar for this week. So despite the gains that were gotten from the NFP, this might, reduce the bullish movement of the dollar. It may be some retracement, but then it's also likely going to happen. So with that, we look at the USD CHF. Now, this is USDCHF, despite the NFP came out so good, we still ended up having USDCHF trading around a resistance level on the weekly time frame. So this resistance level, coupled with the wildfire in the Los Angeles, which could lead to a decline, means that both from the fundamental and technicals, we may be having a bearish movement on the dollar this week, except if some strong volatility returns in the market to break this resistance level. But if that does not happen, then we may be getting ready for some bearish movements in the dollar for this week. So if you flip down to the 4 hour time frame, this is what I can see on the 4 hour on the USD CHF. I have a rising wedge pattern. I have a rising wedge, just like what we have on the dollar index. So I'll be looking at an opportunity to sell the USD. Now, this rising wedge is on 4 hours. So if you're a day trader, we can still take it a step further by going down to 1 hour time frame. That will be more suitable for day traders. We still end up having a rising wedge on 1 hour, and we anticipate a bearish breakdown. It may not be too sustained, but there could be that bearish breakout to a little movement, retracement on the USD CHF. So I'm bearish on the USD CHF, and that effect also might affect the USD card. Now for USD card, also USD card, the dollar effect. Now, that is actually an ongoing issue between the United States and Canada. Donald Trump is going to be inaugurated as the next president of the US by 28th of this month. That should be next week. I think next week, Monday, thereabout. And he's been issuing some statements, talking about annexing Canada and all the likes. That's, he's talking about imposing tariffs on all their trade partners, especially Canada. He wants to increase the tariff on the Canada. That actually may lead to some issues on the USD card. So we need to trade USD card with a lot of caution, but that is yet to be implemented though. It's still a conversation that is still ongoing. But from what is happening currently with the dollar, USD card also, is about to hit a resistance where it may form a triple top on the daily time frame. And if price hits that resistance also, we may expect some retracement down to the previous support level, which is a confluence point, which where price might either go back up or now break out for a long term, bearish movement. But for now, what we're concerned about is the possibility of price, retracing down to the previous support level. So we can still flip again down to the 4 hour and possibly the 1 hour time frame while we anticipate this bearish movement on the USD card. So we're bearish also on the USD card, just like we are on the USD CHF. Next I'll look at is I'll be looking at gold. Now, the tariff that Trump wants to impose on their trade partners is going to lead to strength in gold. So, while due to the effect of the wildfire and other things, we expect some possible retracement on the USD card. I mean, on the USD card and USD CHF, we might be looking for a bullish movement on gold. Gold might be targeting this next resistance level. Now, on the big picture, if you look at gold, we can see that gold is trading within a rising channel on the weekly and daily time frame. Price has done a series of higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. So the next wave is the higher high, you know, and currently price is trying to target this resistance level on the daily time frame. So due to the tariff that Trump is bringing on, like I said, a lot of these countries are trying to take advantage of that. Gold, they're trying to take advantage of that to buy gold, and that may lead to more increase in the prices of gold, and that could push gold to target this resistance level. So for gold, now we don't have a clear setup yet, but as the week unfolds, if we're able to see a clear cut setup to lead us, maybe some retracement, a breakout above this resistance, then we may look to trigger a buy on gold to the next resistance level. So we're bullish on gold for this week. And from the sentiment angle, the pound is very weak. The UK is still having issues with Brexit, and that may affect the pound across board. So if you're trading the pound, GBP, JPY, and the likes, we might still be looking for an opportunity, to sell the pound this week. These are the fundamentals that is available online, for the pound. Well, I don't know how much that's going to affect the GBP USD because of the dollar issue, but other pound pairs, GBP CAD, GBP JPY, GBP, all the other GBPs might really be affected by a bearish move on the pound. It started last week and it may continue in the course of the week. So what we'll be looking out for is more technical confirmations, to look for a bearish entry on the pound. Yes, this is GF card. It's still price may still drop further, but in all this we still need to look for a technical confirmation. You don't just say, oh, because this is this, then you now enter a sell. No, you need to look for a technical confirmation before you do that. So the GF card might be trying to target this next support level, but then technically we may look for a retracement, then a continuation downwards. So we can flip down to a 4 hour and let's look at 1 hour time frame. Well, we might see a retracement up here. Let me do it. Well, so price may retrace. Now there's this minor support here. Price may retrace here, then continue sell off from there to target the support, the main support level on the daily time frame. So we're bearish on the GBP card. For GBP JPY, I can see someone asking about GBP JPY. And so that's what led to this massive breakout on JPJ fuel last week. It's the fundamentals, and it's still pound is still very very much weak. Sorry, not from fundamental, from the sentiment aspect. There's what is called market sentiment. So for the pound, for GBPJPY, let's see. Mm. We have price already hitting a trend line. Well, for GBPJPY, you need to trade this with a lot of caution. Price has just hit a higher low on the daily time frame. If it is a higher low, then there could be a bounce. There could be a bounce. Even if there could be a bounce, a retracement. You are only to look for opportunity to sell for that if price breaks below the trend line. So if that happens, we still watch. If it happens, if price makes a clear break below this trend line, then that's when we're looking at taking a sell on the GBP JPY. So we're still on the side, we're watching, but from information we have from analysis, we may be looking for the opportunity to sell the GBP JPY. And the US oil, the NFP really scattered a lot of things in the market. The market is just trying to recalibrate for this week. So we really don't have much of the technical setup like that. We don't have much of that. So we need to just take caution and wait for the right clarity. All right, this is a New Zealand USD. Now, since we are looking at a weak dollar, we might be looking at buying the New Zealand USD. So this New Zealand USD on the weekly time frame, price just hit a support level on the weekly time frame. So we may be looking for an opportunity to buy the New Zealand USD. This is on 1 hour time frame. Now, this is 1 hour for New Zealand USD, and this is like an inverse head and shoulder, which could trigger a bullish movement. All right, so we're bullish on the New Zealand USD, just as we're bearish on the USD. So whichever one triggers first, you can trade. New Zealand USD buy. We're looking at buying on 1 hour. Now, please, this analysis I've not given a signal yet. For those who always feel that everything is a signal, no, we're still analyzing the market at this point in time. When it's mature for a signal, we'll let you know. Now, Euro GBP closed around the resistance level on the weekly time frame last week, and this is the daily. We still have that resistance zone. We can flip down to 1 hour, and this is what we have on the 1 hour. Now, remember on Friday, I think I even gave a signal on Euro GBP, while we anticipated a head and shoulder pattern. Yeah, it didn't work out. The NFP took it out. So we may still be looking at an opportunity to sell the Euro GBP this week. So this is what I have here for Euro GBP. We have a rising wedge pattern. So if price is able to break out below this, then we can trigger a sell on the Euro GBP. So we're bearish. This is pure technicals. We're bearish on the Euro GBP. Okay, finally, I'll look at the US oil. Now, since we are having a bearish outlook on the dollar, now US oil, as at last night, yeah, it was trying to respect this resistance zone, but currently you can see it's already trying to break out, just like we have this bullish outlook on the dollar. Don't forget for US oil, it is USO USD. The dollar is the base currency. So if the dollar is going bearish, US oil is actually expected to go bullish. If you take it again to the weekly time frame, you can see we are actually at a confluence point here, which is giving us a falling wedge. A falling wedge is a bullish pattern, which normally should give a bullish breakout. So if price breaks above this trend line and above this resistance, we are expected to see a bullish movement. And from the fundamentals, I really can't go into details. We might be having a global bullish increase in the global oil prices. So that might also help in making this instrument to go more bullish. So in essence, what I'm saying is that we need to look out for a breakout, a retest, to look for a continuation on the US oil. So we have a bullish outlook on the US oil. All right, so that'll be all from my end for this morning. I've analyzed quite a number of instruments. I've analyzed the dollar index where I said we're bearish, USD CHF we're bearish on both 1 hour and 4 hour. USD card we're equally bearish. U Gold, I said we're bullish on gold, we're bullish on the US oil, we are buying the New Zealand USD on 1 hour, and we're selling Euro GBP on 1 hour. So that'll be all from my analysis for this morning. Just a second before I go. Yeah, I'll still take all questions that are available for those asking for one analysis or the other. All right, for New Zealand USD, I will just drop us a signal right now to start the week. This is actually an inverse head and shoulder here, which will lead to a bullish trigger. So I'll give an entry price, a take profit, and a stop loss. And please trade with caution. Don't take any unnecessary risk. Okay, so you enter a buy stop. I'll still post it. Just follow me. New Zealand USD buy stop at 0.55709. Take profit at 0.56018. Stop loss at 0.55420. All right, so I just posted that now in the comment section. You can pick it up from there. For those in the specialized groups, the funded groups, you will also get it in your group. And if you're not on PU Prime's funded client group, I tell you, you are missing a lot. You are missing a lot. Right there, you can get more signals, you can get more resources to make you more profitable. There was a signal that was dropped last week, I think on US 30 by one of my other colleagues that went as high as over 100 pips. For those in the group, they know what I'm saying. So don't miss the opportunity. Just fund your account. That's all it takes. You have an account already with PU Prime. Go ahead and fund it so that you can be in the funded client group. And if you're on this platform, all this still looks a bit strange to you. It's still you need assisted trading in codes. I want to recommend one of the on our copy trading platform. There are some top performers I would like to recommend to you. You know, if you want it, if you want, I'm talking about copy trading here. It's a copy trading solution on PU Prime platform, which is generating a lot of good results. Now, if you observe, I've never come here to say I'm recommending something, but now I have clearance to do that. You know, I have clearance to do that. So if you want assisted trading, now it's not, you are going to connect, you're not giving your money to anyone. You're already on the platform. The copy trading program is already on the platform. Now, take notes, it's a third party. It's not PU Prime trading your account. You only connect to the third party, and but this third party has been verified to have consistent results. If you want that copy trading, you can reach out to me privately. Now, if you're new on the platform, you don't know much about me. I'm the one that dropped the link for this analysis this morning. So that WhatsApp number, you want to join that copy trading platform. Now, this copy trading is, I think, is going to trade secret gold. You love gold, you know the move on gold can make you a lot of money. Then go ahead, reach out to me. We'll see how to get you connected to that copy trading. This 2024 is still January. There's still a lot of money to be made in the market and start right. You know, so just make sure you reach out to me with a funded account. Please, it's strictly for funded accounts. And if you already have a funded account, you don't have sufficient funds, you can also top up so that you can make good money with this program. All right, I'll take a few questions as we round up now. Hey, okay, I have a testimonial here. Farouk is saying, I can testify copy trading is really helping new traders like me. You make money steadily. Thank you for that testimonial, Farouk. You can see somebody's already testifying. So if you don't sit on the fence this year, you know, don't sit on the fence. Just do the needful to make money in the market. And PU Prime got you covered. You know, we have the credibility, we have the solutions to make you profitable in this business. Okay, so let's look at a few instruments as we round up. USD JPY, we have a bearish outlook on the dollar, so we'll be looking at selling the USD JPY. That's for Clement. And technically, USD JPY is trading around a resistance level. All right, so we can see here that price hits a resistance level on the daily time frame. You can see the Friday candle was a bearish one, and we can flip down to 4 hour. We can flip down to 1 hour. Okay, I think those 4 hours, 4 hour would be better. That 1 hour is not looking too good. All right, so on the upper side, we have a resistance, and I think we can still draw a trend line here to give us something close to a rising wedge. So we have a rising wedge around a resistance level. We may be looking out for price breaking out below this trend line for a further bearish movement on the USD JPY. RSI is already below 50, MACD is already below zero. So it's actually in the bearish zone. The only thing is waiting for a breakout in the bearish direction. So I would say that we're bearish on the USD JPY. Mohammed is asking about BTC USD. I gave an analysis last week that BTC would target 92,000. $92,000 per BTC, and it came out just in line with the analysis. Sorry, I'm still trying to look for my BTC. Okay, I found it. All right. So I remember Monday last week, price was just around here, and I gave a forecast that price would drop to this support zone, which is a neckline of a bigger move, which is the head and shoulder pattern, and that has already happened. Now, as we approach Trump inauguration next week, there is a high tendency that the dollar might go strongly bullish. If I give you analysis of a possible bearish movement this week, I tell you that may just be a retracement. Now there will be a lot of mixed feelings next week. A lot of mixed feelings. Yeah, I'm saying next week because that's a long term, but then I'll still give you what is possible for now, because Trump coming in means there'll be a lot of bullish movement on the dollar. Why will there be bullish movement? A lot of Americans love Trump. A lot of businesses will love Trump. Investors love Trump. So dollar might go really wildly bullish when it gets inaugurated next day, especially that particular day. And not only that, it's also possible that the BTC might go bullish, even though what I'm seeing here now is looking like a long-term possible bearish movement. That's if price breaks below this support, which is the neckline. Why would the BTC go bullish? Because Trump supports the BTC. And it's part of his campaign promises that the BTC will be adopted as a legal tender in the US. Adoption is adopting, BTC and possibly other cryptos, and that is a big one. If a country like United States endorses the BTC, I tell you, once there's adoption in the US, adoption will become easier in many other countries, including Nigeria. So, America leads the pack. If America supports it, endorses it, part of adoption means that I saw online some couple of weeks back, some card companies. I can't be specific now. I'm talking about card companies in the range. Please take note of my words. I'm not saying specifically, maybe in the range of companies like Mastercard and Visa, but not exactly those companies. But some top card companies are ready to roll out crypto cards. Which means that if they roll it out in the nearest future with your card, you can walk to any, maybe there'll be specialized crypto ATMs, possibly, maybe not the regular ATMs, but with your crypto card, you can just walk to specialized ATMs and do withdrawals. So that's adoption. One is going to strengthen the BTC. It's going to make it more stable. Some of the sporadic spikes might reduce. That doesn't stop it from going higher, but those intermittent spikes might reduce. So we are really looking up for a possible bullish movement next week. But then what we look at what is obtainable this week first. I know that's what many of us are concerned about, but it's always good to have the long term in view when you are trading generally in the financial market. It's very, very important. Now, currently price is retracing from a minor resistance level here. This is a very sharp rejection candle. We might be looking at price dropping to the next support level over there. So that's on the 4 hour. So we can flip down to 1 hour and look out for possible entry. Okay, let me clean out all what I have so that I can do justice to this analysis. So what we're looking out for now is a breakout below this support zone. So if a new candle opens below this current support zone on the 1 hour, then you can see price is already trading within that support. Once a new candle opens below that support zone, you can trigger a sell. Okay, price is touching it. Okay, it's breaking it at the moment, but please, you can't enter until 8 o'clock. That's when this candle will close, because if you enter now, it may still retrace. So wait till 8 o'clock, then you can trigger a sell down to the next support zone. So that's my view on BTC. Please don't be tempted to enter now. I will say that it's tempting. I agree, but it may shock you that price may just. You can see there are some sharp reversals for those who got caught up in this. That was the same way the new candle came out and they entered the sell and the thing went buying. Don't forget that BTC can be very, very volatile, and please trade with a lot of caution. Don't please avoid taking unnecessary risk. Use a lot size recommended for your account when trading any financial instrument. And when it comes to volatile instrument like BTC, take extra caution. Take extra caution. So we're bearish on the BTC. Okay, our time is running out. We have just about 3 minutes to go. Euro
Uh,
GBP, we're bearish. Yes, ma. Go ahead, ma.
I'm also asking of DJ 30, sir.
Okay, DJ 30.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Now, technically, DJ 30 is trading at a support level on the daily time frame. That's where it is at the moment. Now, from the fundamentals, we actually may have a further bearish movement, but we need to combine both. You don't just jump. Now, this is a valid support, valid, valid. Now, if price breaks out, if a new candle open below this support, then it will validate what we are fundamentally for a further bearish breakout. Otherwise, price may return, at least even if it's just for a retracement. And a retracement on DG30 can still come with a good amount of pips, because we're looking at the daily time frame here. So if it retraces, If you go down to the 4 hour, price may still retrace to hit this previous support level. So it will be a support turn resistance level. Let's go down to 1 hour, but finding entry is what is most critical. If you can find a possible entry, which is not showing up now, it is 15 minutes. This actually is looking like an inverse head and shoulder, which may trigger some bullish movement. But I would advise to trade with a lot of caution. RSI is still clearly below 50. So if you are to trade this, please trade with a lot and a lot of caution. Maybe you need to wait for price to break above this region. We have a previous support, a resistance. So if a new candle opens above here, you can trigger. If possible, just do some scalping. Don't stay too long in it. So you can have a short-term bullish movement on the DJ30. So Euro GBP were bearish. So I've attended to
Thank you
Madam
very
Onaji.
much, sir.
Yeah,
I'm grateful. Thank you very
you're
much, sir.
welcome. You're welcome.
Thank
BTC, I've given my view on BTC. Euro USD. Okay, I think that should be all. So Euro USD. Since we're having a bearish outlook on the dollar, we'll be looking at buying the Euro USD. We have exactly less than a minute to go. So this will be the last lap. So again, if you are interested in the copy trading solution that I can recommend personally, reach out directly to me. We'll guide you through how to get started. So Euro USD, well, it might go bearish, but I'm not seeing possible sorry, it might go bullish rather, but I'm not seeing possible reversal at the moment. We are not seeing the support that could trigger us into a reversal. So if you're not yet on it, please just wait. Let's see how the day runs. Then we'll know when to enter if we see the right pattern.